Hello everyone, welcome back to the Onvermel report. Today I'm going to be doing something actually a little bit differently. I'm going to be... this may move a little bit. I'm going to be painting a mask here on camera. Note, if anyone who's an actual, artist or painter or anything, I rarely ever have painted anything in my life. But I figured it'd be fun to try and paint this mask for Toa Nicola. Got the body right here ready to go, but I figured I'd actually paint this Shapeways mask with the blue, leaving some of the white spots, as the mask is supposed to look. So I got some navy blue acrylic paint here. I don't know which model designer made this mask. Zach actually had originally gone this one for his Toa Nicola, but decided to go for a different design, one that was a little bit more accurate. So he gave me this one just off the side to use for my Toa. So, maybe not be the most accurate one, but, it's a nice design. So I figured, at least, because of being white actually underneath, it kind of works well, because the mask is mostly blue with a little bit of silver/white, but we'll basically make the silver parts white. I might make them silver another time. So, yeah, like I said, hopefully this navy blue is the good enough shade of blue for it. If not, maybe I'll add a little bit of black to make it just a little bit darker. But even if not, this model uses these melded pieces, so if you got shaded blues that are a little bit off, it might actually match those. So yeah, I guess may as well just get started for the most part. So just popping this open. Okay. So, the shade of blue might be a little bit off, but that's fine. That's fine. Do I keep good care of my brushes? Possibly not, but what can I say? I am not a painter by trade at all. It's literally just something I've slowly started doing with Bionicle. One bristle got a little bit on the side. That's fine. Okay, so eye ridges need to be avoided. You can see the ridge. Well, I don't know if you can see the ridge. Honestly, probably won't, because yeah. We have a bit of a line in there in the middle. So getting the, can't really see it. Basically trying to get inside the forehead crest there without getting the sidelines is going to be the more difficult part, but it is doable. And if the paint doesn't work or look too good, then you can always repaint it, the fun of painting. Ooh, a bit of a clumpy there. When I said I'm not a painter by any means, I wasn't joking. Well, the one side's close to being done here. Plan this out better about how I was going to hold it. That's okay, I can always just... There we go. A little bit better. Steady hands make slow work. It's kind of fun, actually. Like I said, not something I normally do, and a good time. I've only really painted one other mask before this, and it was Nakaku Nuva with black paint, making black and white for the leader of my main villain in my Bionicle lore. Actually, funny enough, I think I technically showcased it in my update, my first short I put out, which was an update video. Pardon me. At some point I need to make a video actually looking at that mock closely. Okay, that looked decently smooth. Okay, so the blue technically is meant to connect to the center, so that's fine. Okay, so the big thing I need to do is get inside the middle there without getting the lines. I messed up a little bit there near the top, but that's fine. Just straighten up the cheek a little bit. Okay. That is mostly what it's gonna look like, I think. Okay, if anyone's screaming at home that this is was a messy, unfortunate paint job, well, you know, I'm gonna say this is not by any means my forte. At least a little bit around the edges where blue would connect. In theory, you might see it through the face and eyes, so cheeks all the way. If I do that, ruin it a little bit. The last thing we want to do is ruin anything, you know? Definitely in this camera lane, this almost looks a little bit more purple at times. I don't know what it looks like when this is all said and done on screen. At least for me, it almost has a purplish hue, but I mean, I did go for navy blue. I don't have a whole lot. I mean, I probably could have found a better color match, but honestly, I just really wanted to paint. And so here we are painting with the most boring commentary you've ever heard. Well, it's hard to focus and paint at the same time, you know. Why am I painting the full inside? I don't know. Because I can. I'm gonna just leave a little bit of white around the eyes so I don't accidentally you know, spill over to that part. I just gotta, don't want to go that far. Yeah, we just need to put this on a little stand, which I think that'll work. The brush. Need some water. So yeah, this is basically more or less going to be the final product. I know, not crazy. Anyone who says I'm bad at painting, that's fine. But it is more fun. I mean, if it was plain white, I would have been content too. Although I'm kind of curious if I mix this with like some of the black, would I get a closer match to dark blue? Because definitely color off is the color's a little off from the what's it called? A little off from the Lego blue, but I mean, a bit closer actually to the shade of blue in the arts. Maybe I just hold paint rest parts. Yeah. Ooh, spinning around, little spinorama. Yes, that's my keyboard right there. So yeah, I know if you guys liked this, let me know. Wouldn't mind doing some more painting at some point. Definitely wait for this to dry off, see how it looks. And like I said, if I want to make it a better shade of blue, perhaps, then maybe I will repaint it, or maybe just order a different design and paint that one. But this is good practice, you know, if I ever do it again, sort of thing. You know, practice makes perfect, right? Alright, yeah. So hopefully you will have a mask soon. As you can see with the color match is pretty off, but it almost looks worse in camera with the bright light shining on it. In the dark, you might not notice. I don't know. It's fine. Alright, but until... Alright, back here again, continuing the mask. I realized mixing black that actually did have a better color match. Go figure, if your blue's too light, add black paint. Makes everything better. Test a little bit on the inside first, just to see what was up, you know, in the paint job I already had. And it did look better. So then I jumped full suit into it, so you know. We are moving along this gravy train of, I don't know, what kind of gravy is this? I might leave the inside of the mouth and the diamond, the old blue, just because those are difficult enough to paint to begin with, so I'm just going to be leaving them there again. Plus, I don't mind them being a different shade of blue, you know, makes them pop out a little bit more. Now, hopefully all this extra paint isn't going to ruin any of the finer details. But you know, once the paint settles in, it'll be fine, I think. Definitely is a lot closer of a color match. Definitely, I think, a little bit off still. Not probably as a blue, but it's definitely a lot closer to dark blue than this navy blue was. I don't know why I thought navy blue was going to be... Almost should have left these little indentations there unpainted, but... Or not unpainted, but like... the other blue as well. Feels fun of it, but... yeah. And if I don't like any of this, I can just always... get a new one, repaint, and start from scratch, you know? Well, so they're just gonna have a little cheek line. It's fine. Now just touching up all the very fine things. If I do end up leaving a tiny bit bleeding through, it's not too bad, because at least it'll just be blue bleeding through blue, you know? Yes, I'm painting on slightly damp paint, so it's fine. Don't worry about it, Chief. Alrighty, and all done, all dried up. This is what it looks like on Toe and Nicola. I get the color match looks a little bit better in camera does in person, but for the time being, I'm quite pleased with it for the moment. You know, but as a early try, I might some point maybe get another copy of the mask and, you know, try finding a slightly better color match, try it again. But for the time being, I'm really happy with this. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed, and tiring from the night.